Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this one, I am going to be sharing with you some of the writing curriculum options that I am thinking about using for my daughter next year in 8th grade. Now, if you saw my previous video, I shared with you kind of a review of BJU Press English, and in there I let you know that while I am loving the English for 6th grade and down, the 7th and 8th and high school English didn't seem like it was going to be a good fit for my daughter. It was very heavy on grammar, and I didn't feel like it was going to give her enough writing instruction. If you're curious about BJU English, you want to find out more about it, hear my full review and all my thoughts on it, I will leave that linked down below. But I was a little bummed because I really am loving BJU Press material, and one of the things I absolutely love about it that is really important to me is that BJU Press teaches all of their subjects from a biblical worldview. I love that about BJU, and I'm a little bummed that it's just not going to fit what my daughter needs next year. But she doesn't need a lot of grammar, she just needs writing, and she needs writing instruction. So that means that I have to research writing curriculum for junior high and eventually high school. Now, I do want to just take a moment and answer a question that a lot of you have asked me. Some of you have said, Janelle, what curriculum did you use with your oldest, who is now in college? What writing curriculum did you use with her in junior high and high school? And my answer is nothing. I didn't use anything. We used writing curriculum in elementary school, and what I found was that my oldest was a natural writer. She could read an essay and just pick up, or a research paper, and kind of pick up the elements, the important aspects of it, and kind of mimic it and model it in something else that she wrote herself. So we didn't use a writing curriculum in junior high and high school. She did take a writing course in a co-op in junior high, I believe, and that kind of taught her just the basics of writing a 5-point essay and things like that. So that was helpful. In high school, she did a ton of writing poems and essays and research papers, but she did them in we kind of tied that into her history and literature and things like that. She was writing about things that she was learning about. So she didn't learn the mechanics of writing. The one thing she did take in high school was a fiction writing course, and that was fun for her. That was an exciting and fun course. But other than that, she didn't get any writing instruction. Looking back, I wish I had given her some writing instruction. She's doing great in college. Honestly, she's a far better writer than I am. But I think it's always good if you have the time and the energy to build up and pour into the skills and the subjects that your student is really enjoying. I knew that she loved writing. I knew that that was probably what she was going to do. But honestly, I didn't have the time to teach it. Even if I had found a great writing curriculum, I didn't have the time. I was busy, I must say, having babies and feeling sick from pregnancy and being tired and homeschooling other kids and juggling little ones, that I didn't want to add in a writing curriculum. I went, she writes pretty well, I'm not going to add it in. So a little encouragement for those of you who maybe are stressing about writing curriculum or any type of curriculum. What should I pick? Oh my gosh, am I going to leave gaps? Yeah, you're going to leave gaps. You could teach your child every single thing. They couldn't even possibly retain all of it. So there's going to be gaps, even if you taught them everything. But I think the great thing is that the big gap that we had was in writing. And writing and a little bit of, we didn't really do grammar in junior high or high school either. And what does she want to do? She wants to be a writer or an editor. So, God knew. He knew what he was calling her to do, and he knew what she needed to know to get there, and he is taking care of it. So just take a little bit of pressure off of yourself when you're picking curriculum. That's what I'm trying to do here too, is say, you know what? If I don't pick the perfect writing curriculum for my daughter for 8th grade, it's okay. It's okay. We'll be okay. She'll be okay. But with that said, I do want to share with you the things that I am thinking about using for her next year. The first one is Iew Writing Materials. Oh my goodness, you guys. Iew, they have amazing writing curriculum. I think anything from their site for writing or even grammar, phenomenal. You can't go wrong there. Here's the thing. It is so teacher intensive. Oh my gosh, it is so teacher intensive. I don't have the time for that. We used it in the past. I've used Iew. I've used their Student Writing Intensive program, which is a DVD program. It still was teacher intensive. There was still so much that I had to do to prepare and to help her with. I really wish Iew could work for us next year, but I don't know if it's going to. I'm praying about it because I love it so much. But I just don't know. I don't think it's going to work because I've got other kids to homeschool and I've got little ones to take care of, not to mention just everyday life. So I'm not sure that we're going to go. I'm pretty certain we're not going to go with Iew writing, but it's still on my list because I like it so much and I really don't want to let it go. So I still keep coming back to that. And if you're wondering why I'm looking at my computer, I have all the writing curriculum that I'm thinking about. All the tabs are open because I've been researching them. So I'm looking here to make sure I share with you all of the ones I'm considering. So another one that I'm considering is WriteShop. I have never used WriteShop. I'm really not that familiar with it. If you've used it before, leave a comment and let me know what you thought about it. I'm pretty certain from just what I'm reading on the website that it was written by homeschool moms that are Christians, but that it is not faith-based. So just something to keep in mind. Again, another reason why I love BJU is because it is faith-based and that is important to me, but their writing curriculum isn't going to work next year. So I've got to find something else. So I've been looking at WriteShop. That's one. Another one is Writing Strands. I used Writing Strands. I think I used Writing Strands a long time ago for elementary with my oldest. I could be wrong. I think I used it, but I think they've revamped it and changed it a little bit. I don't know. So if you've used Writing Strands, let me know. Liked it, didn't like it, pros, cons. I'd love to know. I'm just starting to look into that one a little more. The last one that I am considering is Essentials in Writing. And this is one that comes with a DVD. And so she could get video instruction very much like what she got on the BJU Press distance learning videos. She could get writing instruction, but it has, from what it looks like, again, I've never used it, but it looks like it really provides details on how to actually execute the writing process. So instead of just saying, hey, write a 5-point essay or write a research paper, and here are some things to think about, from what I'm seeing, it looks like it's very step-by-step in terms of how to actually do the writing process. So that is something that I think would be really good for her. The fact that it has a DVD and she can watch the videos and get instruction from somebody else sounds great. So that's probably the one that's creeping up to the top of my list, is Essentials in Writing. From looking at it, it does look like it's written by somebody who's a Christian, but it was very clear in the, I think, frequently asked questions section that there isn't any overtly Christian content in it. I think he said he refers to, good character traits and things like that, but that there's no real Christian content in it. So it's not going to present writing from a biblical worldview. So again, it seems like my other options here, so Iew, Essentials in Writing, WriteShop, and Writing Strands, it sounds like even though a lot of them maybe were written by Christians, they don't present writing from a biblical worldview, which is a little disappointing to me. But again, we can make do. So those are the 4 that I am considering. Like I said, I think Essentials in Writing is moving to the top. So if you've ever used those, I would love to know what you thought. Again, still researching. I probably won't decide on my curriculum choices for next year for several more months, but you know, us homeschool moms, we could spend hours and hours and hours on the computer researching and going back and forth and second guessing ourselves. So I'm going to try to pick sooner than later and not second guess myself and just say, hey, I've spent enough time researching, I'm picking one and going with it, and that's just it. So when I do decide, I will let you know. If you have other writing curriculum that you've used for your junior high or high schooler and you've liked it, let me know. I would love to have more options to research and consider and take up my time. Maybe I don't want to know, but still leave a comment and let me know. Maybe it'll be helpful to other people as well. Anyways, that's it. I'm going to wrap up this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys again really soon. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe so you'll be notified of new videos in the future. Bye-bye.